We're gonna have to figure out rooms at some point. Let's just put this in for now. And let's see how much space we have to work with. And as you design, like, you know, the stuff you put in first ends up having higher priority just because of how it works. Like if you make the, let's say I make the balcony first. I'll end up giving the balcony all the space it needs, and then whatever space I have left, I'll start dividing between the other things I need. So whatever you put in first ends up having, you know, the priority in the design. So you need to be careful about stuff like that. You know, as you put in more and more rooms, you run out of space. And so then you don't have enough space to put in the other stuff sometimes. So you have to be careful what you do first. Make sure you put the important stuff in first. Stuff like staircases that really get messed up if you run out of space. So I'll probably have to put in the balcony first, and then put in the staircase. It's a bit unusual, isn't it? The fact that this thing is, like, the floors are 2 blocks thick. It's completely unlike most other things that you would build in Minecraft. I mean, usually having a 1 block thick wall is already kind of ridiculous, because the wall is like a whole meter thick. I'm making the walls 2 meters thick, which is even more ridiculous. I guess up here we can just close that off. Fascinating. Fascinating. Alright, I guess we don't have windows here, so we can close that off. We won't have windows in the middle, we can close that off as well. So I guess this will be a solid wall. Like this. I did say glowstone earlier, didn't I? Interior wall, exterior wall, like that. Yes, I did say glowstone earlier. So, how does that look? Like if I do that, and then I put in glowstone. Where is glow? I put in glowstone. There. I guess that works. We'll do that for now. So this side is gonna be closed because it's gonna be the other apartments right next door. So we don't really want to leave that open. Don't want windows here at all. What happens next? This is a ceiling. All of this is floor and ceiling. Or, you know, ceiling and then floor. Everything's so massive. All the walls and floors are so massive because they're all 2 meters. Alright. Let's fill all this in. So I mean, even as I'm doing this, I'm doing stuff that I've never done before. Have I? I don't think I've ever built something with 2 meter wall thick walls and floors in Minecraft. It's kind of interesting. Like, we're just making everything bigger. And in a way, it's more epic. Like, in a way, it's just kind of more insane. Like, look how massive everything is. Alright, so that's the ceiling, and then this is the floor. I'm only gonna do 2 stories, I think. I think 2 stories is plenty. Now, the question is, do we want a pitched roof or a flat roof? I guess a gable, a shallow gable. Although if it's too shallow, it's a bit weird because everything is blocks in the game. So if the gable is too shallow, then it might be a bit odd. Maybe like mostly flat, but slightly diagonal at the edges, maybe. That might work. Oh wow. Alright, so this thing is just massive. Massive as in a lot of mass. As in just thick. Alright, so we're not gonna put a window in the very corner, so we can close that off. Where to put staircase, given that we're probably gonna have a balcony upstairs. It might just make the most sense to put it right here. It's a little odd, like facing the door like this, because you come in the door and you want to see the space. Actually, it makes the most sense to put it right here because you want to minimize the circulation. You don't want to put circulation everywhere. Like if I put a staircase on the other side of the building, then every time you want to walk upstairs, you have to walk through another space. So then this also becomes a circulation space. Whereas if I put a staircase right here, and you want to go upstairs, you just go straight upstairs, and you don't have any more of the floor space taken up by more circulation, if that makes sense. I guess now the question is, how much space do I leave here? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how this works out. I mean, if the stairs do that, let me just get some wooden stairs. What kind of stairs do we like? Light colored? Birchwood. Let's go with birchwood. Let's say if the stairs end there, and therefore it has to do that, and that. Then this has to go, and this has to go. So it does that. Let's just remove that as well. Alright, so staircase, so then this staircase ends here. And then there's not really enough room for very much of a balcony. Well, crap. Let's push this back a few blocks. Let's push this back I'm just this way 2 blocks. Let's see how we feel about this. I'm just thinking, like the walls need to be 2 meters thick. And then there needs to be a balcony. I guess that should also be 2 meters thick at least. So then, I need to keep enough space for the balcony. That's what I'm thinking. So if we put that 2 meters this way, and then we have corridor, wall, balcony, and then railings, like that. So I'm figuring that makes sense. That's why I pushed it 2 blocks that way. So I guess here, that would be door to go out in the balcony, right? It's a pretty massive door to the balcony. Maybe we just have that and then glass blocks. Out to the balcony. Maybe the glass blocks should be on the inside. Just because the double doors is pretty epic. Alright, we're gonna put the wall there so you don't, unless you have some privacy, although there's not too much privacy, like you're on the balcony and just look out and this guy's walking back and forth on the streets just outside. That might be slightly weird, but I think that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna do that. And then let me just put the wall in. Exterior and interior, 2 blocks in total. And see how we feel about this. Oh, I turned down the volume for the rain. So apparently they put this in. You can, oh, music is 15, weather is 30, hostile creatures. So you can change the volume of individual things in the game now. So the weather is 30% volume. And I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy about the rain not being loud. So thanks Jeb, or whoever it is that put that in. Dinnerbone. No thanks to Notch who made the rain in the first place. Made it too loud. Notch is a good guy. Just a bit loud with the rain. Alright, so the balcony is out here. Might as well put the railing in. There's no good railings, unfortunately. The iron bars look like a prison. The other fences just look... What I want is a light-colored fence. How does that look? Where's my fence? Here it is. So how does this look? I don't. I mean, wood looks a bit wood. Like wood looks too wooden. I feel like what that looks like, I don't know, hell. Looks like the nether. Alright, let's just make it wood. Like that. And then 2 and 3, and then that's the ceiling. So there's your balcony at the back of your house. And I guess most of this can be window. Alright, let's make that window like that. On this side it'll be solid, so let's just fill all of this in. Okay. Creative, don't freak out. I'm gonna die. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'll just put in the stuff that I've decided already. So I've decided that the ceiling or the roof is gonna be slightly angled on the outside and then flat at the top. So let's put that in, since I've decided that. Alright, that there. We should have a bit of an overhang. Alright, we can afford a 1 meter overhang around the thing, around the whole building. That's not correct, is it? That is not correct. Alright, 1 more block upwards. 1 meter overhang. The diagonal bit might be a bit complicated to make double thick. I'm still gonna make the roof double thick as well. Let's see how that works. Let's see how we can manage to do that. Not actually sure how that would work. So it has to be double thick, at the very least. Oh no, I see how this will work. You just go diagonal and then go up diagonally 1 block as we go in, and then make that too thick as well. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. That's gonna be